Hello guys, welcome to my channel Hackup Solutions. Today we are solving the insert greatest common divisors in linked list problem, which is 2807. So here it does not uh, tell properly here, but the thing is we have to just find out two numbers GCD and just insert into that number in the middle of those two numbers. That's it. And here we have to check for the constraints first, which can be like sometimes we get no node or single node. In that case we have to just return the head as it is. We have got it, because for GCD we need at least 2 digits to check, right? So let's check for the constraints here. If not head or not head dot next, return head. So we have already checked for the constraints. If anything we get less than or equal to 1, we are just returning as it is. So before that, let me write a function to check for the GCD. That will be like, I'll write a let's say name check, which will take self as a first parameter, and it will take current value, which will be int, and the previous value, which is also be int. I'll let you know what I'm writing, which will return int. Yeah, here I'll assign current as a and b is equals to previous value. And you guys know how to write GCD, right? That's just a common very basic problem here. While b is greater than 0, I'll take it's better than not equal to 0. I always prefer this kind of programming where I don't want to check for exact values. That's just an anxiety that I have. Okay, let's assign a for a. Okay, b. Okay, it should be b, and for b it will be a percentage b. Yep, and this will return a at the end. Now we have a function which checks for GCD. Now what we have to do is, let's create a result node which we are going to return, which will be list node. And you can be you cannot, like, you can give an value for this, or you can leave it as it is, because they have already given a default value here, which is next is equals to none, and here, as I said, its value is equals to 0. So if you don't give anything, it will take 0 as its initial value. So let's point that result node so that while returning it will be easy for us. Okay, the first node should be the first value, which will be the previous value. We'll store it head dot val, and this previous value should be the first node we have. So rest dot next is equals to list node of prev. Okay, previous value. So res is equals to res dot next. Now we have the first node with us, but we have to increment our head, right? Because we have already used the first value. Okay, now we have the first value. So let's say we are doing programming for this particular problem. First node we have inserted. Now we have to check for this current node and this previous node. How we'll check? We will put a while head. So basically while head always checks for the value of the head. If there is no value or none is found, the while is terminated. So usually people ask for why just while head you that is a very common question for beginners, so I just explained that. So while head, we take the current is equals to head dot val. So this value will be the current value which we are going to check. So here I'm going to assign num and call the function which will take current and previous value. So we have the previous value here, as you know, and current value I have assigned here. So this GCD is going to return it to the num. So res dot next is going to be our the result which we have got from the GCD function. So that will be list node of num, and res is equals to res dot next. And now we have inserted the 6 which we got through the function of GCD. Now what we have to do is this we have to insert here only, because this is the current value which we have, right? So what I'll do is res dot next is equals to list node of current. Okay, understood? Res is equals to res dot next. Now we have incremented res. Now I have to increment head also, right? We have to go traverse for the next element here. Okay, we have stored these 3 elements 18, 6 and 6. Now the header header is pointing towards 10. Next, when we come to the while loop, right, the header is pointing towards 10, and here we have to set the previous value to the current one, because this current value for the next iteration is the previous value. Okay, this will return result dot next. So this while loop is just completes our program. Actually, let's check whether it's right or wrong. Okay, something is wrong. Check is not defined. Why check is not defined? Because I have not added self parameter here. Yeah. Now, yeah, I think that's done. Hopefully, yes. Okay, thank you guys. If any doubt, just pin in the comment. I'll just check, and if ho sake to I'll reply. And please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.